Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? It's me again, Russell Mills. It is February 7th, 2023. I want to say hello. Hope everybody's blessed today. How did everybody feel about that situation that happened on January 7th, a month ago, when Tyre Nichols got killed by the police? I'm actually going to show you guys some clips, so as everybody's seen around the world about the whole tragic situation.
Nichols. We're going to play it for you now, but we want to let you know that we have not seen the video because we felt it was important to watch it in real time with you, the viewers. Because of this, we want to warn you, though, there will likely be profanities, a lot of profanities, and emphasize that we've already learned this video is incredibly graphic, violent, very disturbing. We also know that the Memphis police have redacted some parts to cover license plates and faces of people unrelated to this incident. We will play it now. Where it rains at Ross. Taser was deployed. Suspect is running down Ross. Young male, black, slim build, blue jeans, and a hoodie. Southbound on Ross, where we last saw. What's that? I got you. All right, hang on. Ready? All right, just straight. One of the prongs hit the bastard. Alright, your car's right in front of you. My car got my water. Alright, hang on. Where's your water? Can't see shit. Okay, I got you. Get my water? Yeah. Right here. Negative 2938. Where are my damn glasses at? If you've just been joining us right now, we're watching the first video that's been released by the city of Memphis in the takedown, the arrest, and later brutal beating of Tyre Nichols. This is the first video. What we saw was the initial traffic stop. Police here said that they had pulled him over for reckless driving, but even the chief of police has said there was no evidence showing that he was driving recklessly. What we have taken away so far from these first critical moments is that Tyre Nichols, when he comes out of that car, it sounds like incredibly afraid and incredibly confused as police take him out and put him on the ground and attempt to tase him, handcuff him before he then runs away. Thanks for watching.
So, sorry that it's not that great as far as, the video, because obviously I don't have all that technology, but just the fact of, of this situation that occurred, it's very crazy that, again, these police officers are actually doing this to, and they ended up killing him. So I'm saying to myself, why does this keep reoccurring, and why does this people, you know what I mean? So I don't understand. I'm gonna see if I could play another clip.
Sixth Memphis police officer suspended in Tyre Nichols' death. The Memphis Police Department confirmed on Monday that a sixth officer had been taken off duty in connection with the death of Tyre Nichols. Before going any further, please take this moment to like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you for your support. 5 officers were fired by the department earlier this month, soon after being placed on leave, and charged last week with second-degree murder in connection with Mr. Nichols' death. The 6th officer, Preston Hemphill, has been placed on administrative leave. According to the police report, he deployed a taser that hit Mr. Nichols in the torso shortly after another officer pulled over Mr. Nichols, purportedly for reckless driving, on the night of January 7th. A spokesman for the department confirmed on Monday that Officer Hemphill was placed on leave on the same day that the other officers were suspended. Police officers kicked Mr. Nichols in the head, pepper sprayed him and hit him repeatedly with a baton after pulling him over, even as he showed no signs of fighting back on the videos of the incident released on Friday. Mr. Nichols, a 29-year-old black man, died in a hospital 3 days after the encounter. Officer Hemphill is white. The 5 officers who have been charged in the incident are black. Officer Hemphill's lawyer, Lee Gerald, said in a statement that one of the 4 videos of the encounter that were released by the city on Friday, labeled Video 1, came from Officer Hemphill's body camera. He was never present at the second scene where officers caught up with Mr. Nichols after a brief foot chase and beat him severely, Mr. Gerald said of Officer Hemphill. He added that his client is cooperating with officials in this investigation. Others involved in the January 7th encounter have also been taken off duty. On Monday, city officials said that they had fired 3 members of the fire department, 2 emergency medical technicians and a lieutenant. The department's chief, Gina Sweat, said they failed to conduct an adequate patient assessment. And 2 Shelby County Sheriff's deputies have been relieved of duty pending an investigation into their involvement in the encounter, Sheriff Floyd Bonner Jr. said on Friday night. 3 emergency medical responders who responded to the fatal beating of Tyre Nichols also were terminated Monday after an internal investigation, the Memphis Fire Department said. Robert Long, John Michael Sandridge, and Lieutenant Michelle Whitaker were found to have violated multiple department policies in their patient response to Nichols on January 7th, the department said in a statement. Their actions or inactions on the scene that night do not meet the expectations of the Memphis Fire Department and are not reflective of the outstanding service the men and women of the Memphis Fire Department provide daily in our community. The department was dispatched to the scene of Nichols' traffic stop at 8:31 p.m. after police had called due to a person pepper sprayed at the scene, the department noted. Long, Sandridge, and Whitaker were dispatched to a second location and arrived to find Nichols leaning against a police vehicle 10 minutes after the call. Thank you for watching and don't...
So, you see this information? See, this is what I'm saying. Like, my thing is, I'm going to say this to people. If you're going to be a police officer, do your job right, just like any other job. Because my question is, why even have a job in the first place if you're not going to do it correctly? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, yes, people do a lot of dumb things and do a lot of dumb crimes and kill people and stuff like that. Should we do that? No, we should not do that. Okay, but at the end of the day, this young man shouldn't have been killed over nothing. And even if he was driving reckless, let's just say hypothetically, okay, they said he wasn't, but let's just say hypothetically if he was, did he deserve to get killed? No. If you're going to do that, you're going to have reckless driving, supposedly, allegedly. You take away the person's license in their car, okay? And if they do any type of time for reckless driving, okay, they might do a little bit of time, maybe, but they don't deserve to get killed. And this man didn't deserve to get killed at all. And regardless, this is like another situation, you know. I'm gonna see if I can play maybe one more if I can.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime.
Hold on 1 second. So this is another.
Officers hadn't been with MPD long, and police haven't told us what units they worked with during their time on the force. But some who know the officers say at least one confirmed he, and we're hearing several, were with the newly created Scorpion Squad that MPD started in 2021 as a solution to fight crime.
Their job is to identify the target area, flood that area with officers, and suppress crime in that area, mostly by visibility. Just being present and having the officers there, it sees an impact on it.
And this audio from Broadcastify of police radio traffic the night of Tyre Nichols' beating specifically mentions calling more Scorpion units to the scene.
The Scorpion car pull over to East Ranger Road, you have one running on foot.
Cornell McKinney says the same Scorpion unit stopped him January 3rd, 4 days before Nichols was pulled over.
I actually read it on the back of their vest. It said MPD Scorpion unit.
It was at this Marathon gas station at Ridgeway in Knight Arnold as he was catching a ride with a friend.
All I heard is freeze, get out the car. Put your MF hands up before I blow your heads off. Both of you, get out the car. So put your hands up. So I put my hands up, and one of the officers proceeded to come to the car, and he physically pulled me out by my shoulder with a gun no more than a foot away from my head.
He says the officers in unmarked cars would never say why they had been stopped. He took this picture of the stop. They eventually asked who the drugs belonged to.
I said, man, I just went across the street to get a pizza, and I'm on my way back to the house. He's like, well, who finna arrive at this bound? I said, well, can we call my lawyer? And the officers, he yelled out, well, this ain't court. This ain't a time for lawyers. I was like, man, I just came to get a pizza. So he was like, man, we just playing. It ain't a pound in a car. And he let me walk off.
He showed us his call log when he says he placed 2 phone calls to MPD's internal affairs to complain about the officer's forcefulness. But he says he still hasn't heard back. Then he saw the picture of the 5 officers fired in the Tyre Nichols case.
I was like, that's them. I said, that's crazy. That's them. I said, now they don't really hurt somebody. This could have been prevented if the internal affairs took action like I was asking them to do.
We asked Memphis police about the stop involving Cornell McKinney and are also waiting to hear back. Those who know some of the officers are waiting to see how all of this plays out. Former Shelby County Sheriff's Captain Benny Cobb says he has spoken with one of the fired officers who he coached years ago.
It's been a roller coaster ride. Emotionally for him, he's been in my office. I prayed with him a couple of times, shared some information with him, and now as a result of termination, there are more questions that's being asked. I know the human person. Now, if he's guilty of what he's accused of and what he's been terminated for, of course justice has to be served.
April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
And as April mentioned, we are working to get more information from MPD about the stop involving Cornell McKinney and also the fired officer's involvement with the Scorpion.
So you see this, guys. You see all the information, that was given and stuff like that. Again, I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't understand why this man had to die. But you know what? It is what it is now. It's disappointing. You know what I mean? But like I say to people all the time, we have to pay attention. We have to do the right thing. And you know, it's crazy that today you have a situation like this where this young man had to die over nothing. And the families have to grieve and mourn. This man over some stupid quote unquote traffic stop. That what I mean, or whatever. But it's disappointing, and it's very disturbing that another one has to get killed, and especially black. Like I say to black people, man, it's like we're a target. We got a big target on our backs, and it's sad because these were brothers that were killing another brother. You know what I mean? And it just seems like we don't have no remorse in our community when it comes to our skin, our race. We're already a certain percentage low anyway, and then we're gonna keep, killing ourselves to the fact that we're gonna be extinct. But no, I hope those officers, whatever happens to those officers between that time and now and so forth, what goes on and whatever, it's very, I just hope justice gets served, because it's very disturbing, how people could do that to this young man and destroy, a young man, and he had a child too. He had a baby. I think the son was like 4 or something. But now the son is going to be fatherless because of these guys, and that's to me that's not cool. But again, another black man dead. And like I'm going to say this before I get off. We can all march, but what is it doing? We did that, a lot of people did that for George Floyd in 2020, you know what I mean? Now it's 2023. What did it get you? Yeah, I got a little noise, but what did it get you? So I don't get us, we're marching. See, it's about dollars and cents, black people. To destroy the system or not work for the system. And then they can't make money off of us, and then obviously we're not going to make money ourselves. But at the same time, you know what? That's how you get into people. It's the money. It's the money game. You get your money together, and black people still don't want to do that. We're still asking all white people and everything for help and help and have justice. That's not going to work, bro. We don't get it. I told you, it's the money game. You get into the people's money, then it affects. Then laws will be changed once you start taking money out of the government's pockets. We're doing what we got to do, but a lot of us don't hear this. We're just too busy not thinking. But we'll keep marching for tragedies like this. But okay, now what? You got to go back to work eventually. So, like I tell people all the time, this young man did not have to die the way he did, and those police officers, shame on you for being such a, horrible people. So, that's all I could say, man. Just, tired of us talking about we're praying for the families. It's like, every time you always hear that, we're praying for the families, we're praying for them. The mothers, or fathers, uncles, or grandmothers is crying over their babies. That's what we keep saying. We're praying for them. We're in church. We're praying for him. Okay, it's great that to have faith in God and pray, but we keep saying that in our community. We're praying. We're praying. We're praying. Okay, what about the money game? What about figuring out how you can fix your communities so shit like this don't happen, or you try to get mess up the police system somehow, so they won't be killing us as much. It's the money game. That's what collectively. But we don't get that. We're just gonna keep hearing these type of stories. And this ain't gonna be the last. See, the only thing now is they have these body cameras and stuff like that where they could see stuff. You know what I mean? Where you can see stuff. And number two, you have people with cameras on their phone so they can videotape it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So your people today have cameras all over the place, and either in your neighborhoods, the streets, when you know what I mean, everywhere, stores, all types. So if you do something wrong, people can easily see. But again, it's the money game that could destroy people. These people in power, if you take away their money somehow, some way. But everybody, but like I said, this ain't gonna be the last. You just hear about these situations now because it's on camera. But the situations like this been going on we've been reoccurring for centuries to us and other groups just as well. But now it's just on camera where people can actually see it, and you could post it online now, which they didn't have that centuries ago. But again, this is a horrible situation, even though it's been a month now. But it's sad. But feel free to check out my YouTube channel. Type in my name, Russell Mills, RussellMills, May 22nd, 2017. My first video is called Why Black People Settle for Less. Everybody take care. Have a great day. Peace.